welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how it must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey, there I am. Welcome back indeed. Season number 8. The first show of season number 8. How about that? It is September 14th, 2020. On this day in 1948, the F-86 Sabre sets a record when it travels 671 miles an hour. That record stands until about 3 years ago when somebody yelled, "Hey, it's last call to Peter."
Oh, boy.
You're listening to Season 8 of I'll Learn Ya with me, Michael Buster McMahon. That's me, Michael Buster McMahon. And I'm teaching a course on how to fall downstairs. Step 1. Step 2. Step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And you're good at it, too.
Joining me is my pal and producer, Peter Coles. Ironically, he nearly drowned once in a half-empty bathtub. Pretty unusual for an optimist like himself. Today in the show, cool stories about great songs. Plus, if we have time, we'll discuss why Morocco has a legit claim to be the location of Plato's story about Atlantis. But we probably won't have time for that.
Why not? That's a good one.
It would be a good one. So give us a buzz at, what's the number?
642-9039.
Say it slow, please.
642-9039.
So we got 856, what? 642-9039.
That's it.
Okay.
I knew you'd get it eventually.
And remember, if you get a new job before you get rid of your old one, people call it responsible. If you do that with your girlfriend, however, people call it cheating.
Good point.
It is.
Good point.
How are you? You just barely made it in today.
Well, I had issues over the weekend. My car stopped working.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yes. Saturday morning, it wouldn't come out of, it wouldn't start. So I had to hit the manual parking interlock releaser thingy. That worked until I got to work at Mount Holyoke at my part-time job. And at 11:30 p.m., when I went out to work, I could get it out of park, put it in neutral, start the car, and then it wouldn't go into gear. And then it wouldn't go into park. And then it wouldn't go into anything. And then I shut it off, and it wouldn't start again.
My advice, get a Buick.
I'm getting another. I think I'm going to get another car.
A Buick's. All my Buicks went like 200,000 miles. Buicks they make a good car.
I have my mechanic looking at it, but I believe I've been pre-approved for a loan for a off rental type car, like Enterprise or something like that.
If I get a Corvette, that'd be cool.
I'm going to get another Santa Fe, actually.
Get a Corvette.
I found one 2019, 15,000 miles, and it's 22. So that's pretty good.
I thought I was going to be late because of all that construction on the bridge over the Little River there. It went down to like one lane, and they're only letting like one lane at a time.
The one at the bendy there?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't believe this. I said, come on. And then I get here, and I'm here before you.
Sure, yeah. So. Well, yeah, it was just yesterday I had so I ended up sleeping overnight at the police station at Mount Holyoke.
Not the first time you've done that.
This is in the conference room. But because I had a shift the next morning, so it's pointless to go home for 4 hours, try to get a ride home and a ride back. So I slept at the station, and then I got a ride home yesterday afternoon and got a rental car, which is what I was getting used to today.
Gotcha. So did you get something cool? Did you get did you splurge? Get like a Challenger or something for your rental car?
I got a Chevy, just what I could afford.
Yeah, treat yourself once in a while.
It's a nice car.
Okay. What is it?
It's like 30 miles to the gallon. A Chevy, what is it? The 4-door.
Malibu? Impala?
Malibu, I think.
Yeah, that's what I got. A Malibu. Yeah, I like my Malibu.
It's a nice car.
Yeah.
I don't like sitting that low to the ground.
I would like to upgrade. My car can't hear me, right? It's outside.
Yeah, no, it's a
I would like to upgrade to an Impala. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, unfortunately, we lost somebody again. So we're going to
what happens.
We're going to lead off the show with a song from his band. Ronald Bell, we lost. He was the heart and soul of Kool and the Gang.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, he died at his home in the Virgin Islands on a couple days ago.
Real tough.
68. I thought he'd be older, but 68. It's no cause was given, but they said the death was sudden. So this album that we're going to play from produced 4 top 20 hit singles: Fresh, Misled, Emergency, and the biggest hit, Cherish, went to number 2.
Yep, but we played that before.
Yeah, we're going to play a song that I liked. It only went to number 18, but it was one of my favorite songs from them. It was the title track from that album, Emergency. So in honor of Ronald Bell, we're going to play Emergency. 89.5 WSKB.
Emergency, emergency. Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Now, radio stations found all kinds of reasons why not to play that song. It was too suggestive. He sounded kind of black when he was singing at the time when black artists were not getting a lot of radio play. And people thought he swore in the song. That, well, people thought he was saying hell, which, God forbid you say hell in the song. And it was not until the song was selling pretty well in the South, but it's not until he actually appeared in the Steve Allen Show into the song that radio stations pretty much had to admit that the song was a hit. It became a big hit after the Steve Allen appearance and sold like 6 million copies. Boy, we've come a long way from this. The number one song of the week now, that Cardi B disgusting thing that's where a whole lot of shaking generated controversy.
It's a lot more than shaking now.
You just wonder where we're going to be 30 years.
I suppose the evolution of shaking is twerking.
I suppose
that is shaking of a sort.
Yeah, we're much better off today. It makes me sound like an old man, doesn't it?
No, we're not.
Makes me sound like an old man today.
It does.
But the other thing too that people were a little surprised. This is the guy who came from the Bible Belt, and and he's doing the suggestive song. So,
You know why? Let's see. Let me find out. That's why.
well, that helps. I was yesterday was a tough day for me because I picked up a shift Saturday night.
Yep.
And I was going to say, yeah, I'll do that. But my wife's dance studio was having their recital yesterday. And I remember what my wife originally said. She's like, all right, because God bless her in the studio. They persevered because, usually they have their show like, in June and of course, everything got canceled.
Yep.
Well, she was looking for a venue that she could do the show. And she found an outdoor venue down in Granby, Connecticut at the Salmon Brook Park.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, yep.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because so I worked, and then she's like, all right, when you get out of work, swing by Stop and Shop, pick up balloons, and all you could do is go down 57 in Agawam, take a left when 57 ends in Southwick, and you just stay on that road.
Yeah, on 202. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it'll
right on
eventually
202.
be on your right.
Yeah, it's in Granby.
So here was my problem because, I got the balloons, and there's a lot of balloons. So, like, I couldn't see out of my back, which I wasn't concerned, but I couldn't see out of my right either because of balloons. There were so many balloons.
That's a lot of balloons.
That's a
you
lot
need
of
a bigger
balloons.
vehicle.
Yeah. Well, for this one time that I had to pick up balloons, I couldn't justify buying a bigger vehicle, Peter.
Sure you can.
But so I'm driving. I hit the border. I'm in Connecticut now, and I see a lot of things being named Salmon Brook. There's the Salmon Brook Apartments. There's the Salmon Brook Shops. I'm like, all right, I've got to be close. And then I keep going. And things have stopped being named after Salmon Brook. Now I'm concerned. I'm like, all right, I've obviously gone too far. I somehow missed it because the balloons must be blocking my line of vision. I didn't see the park. And I'm like, I'm going to have to turn around somewhere, and I'm going to have to maybe go. Oh, there it is right there. Woo, okay. But I was just concerned because things stopped being named Salmon Brook.
So what time was this on Sunday?
Yeah, that was. So. She tells me, like a month or 6 weeks ago, she's like, yeah, I got it September 13th. And I'm like, why is that day ringing in my head, September 13th? I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So the show started at like 10.
Yep.
So she cut it in blocks, and by the time we got out there and cleaned everything up, I said, I'm going to have to record the show, and I'm going to get home, and I'm going to
Play it back, yeah.
catch up by the time, which I hate to do. I absolutely hate to do that. I like to watch them live. Mm-hmm. And I know that they can't hear me when I'm yelling. It just feels ridiculous to be yelling at something that's taped, that's something that's already happened. It just...
the wonders of technology.
But boy, oh boy, yeah, they did a fantastic job with the show. Hats off to West Side Dance Center. They always
they pulled it off.
They always put on a great show, and this year they persevered and was able to get this on. And Cam Newton, huh? Cam Newton looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's surprising. They talked about his work ethic earlier on, and apparently he does. He melded well into the system and things like that.
Well, I mean, I don't think he necessarily knows the system yet. He's only been there for 5 weeks. I think, we're not going to see this. Now we put this on tape. Now teams have to prepare for this, but little by little, as he learns the actual passing offense of this team, I don't think you're going to see him run so many times called plays, like maybe out of desperation, which he did a couple times. But I think you're going to see that curve down because that's a lot. You can't ask your starting quarterback to run 15 times a day. But what I think is funny, and I don't want to turn this into sports talk, but people are like, well,
but we could because you're good at it.
Thank you. Can Josh McDaniels adjust to a mobile quarterback? I'm like, hello. This when he was a head coach, this is what he wanted. He went out and he drafted Tim Tebow in the first round.
Right.
This is probably the offense he's always wanted to run, but he just couldn't because he had Brady, who was such a great drop back and read the defense type passer. So I didn't have much fear that Josh Daniels wasn't going to be able to adapt to this. So, but. As I said, I think now that we put this on tape and slowly as Cam Newton learns the passing playbook, but I love a team that runs the ball. I really, really do. I think it's a lost art. I think it's a great way to, and we had all 4 running backs contributed, including the kid J.J. Taylor, who I loved coming out of college. So this is it was a fun game to watch, and I know Miami's not great, so you put that aside, but it was still. A lot of people were picking Miami to win the game, so you can't completely dismiss the opponent in this case.
They didn't look terrible. They didn't look awesome. Somewhere in the middle.
I think there's lots of room to grow. I mean, especially since there's no preseason games. So
Right.
a quarterback who's new to a team.
Well, you know who had
didn't
the
have
toughest time with that is Brady.
Yeah, Brady did. And again, without the preseason games, it's very, very tough for these new quarterbacks. There's a big advantage to quarterbacks who have been playing in their system for, for at least a year. So, anyway, it's welcome back to the NFL.
Welcome back to school. Sophomores and juniors are here this week.
Oh, cool. Is college open?
Sort of, yeah. They're getting reoriented with the shop.
So the cafeteria, will the cafeteria be open?
Not to the public. I highly doubt it.
Not to the public. They don't know. They for all they know, I'm a staff member. They don't know my exact role.
You can try.
Well, maybe not today because I wasn't planning for it, but maybe next week.
You can try.
So speaking of my wife's dance too, she had a fantastic student a couple of years ago, Stephen Medora. And he was a fantastic dancer. He became an entertainer. He organizes these shows. He puts together these shows. And now he's trying his hand at singing. And did you find the song?
Yeah.
Okay. He put out like an album. So we're gonna play a song from this. How about this from a Massachusetts artist? Huh? It's a local kid that I know.
There you go. Right.
He always seemed like a good kid. And so we wish him well. And if this helps get him a little exposure, then so be it. The name of the song is Love Up On You. Here's Stephen Medora, local, West Springfield, I believe, is where he's from.
I can say for certain, it's time to close the curtain on a path of joy that's true. It doesn't happen often, good to fall in love. I'm falling so in love with you. And I know there's still things to learn, places to explore, never been more sure. And I know there's still things to see, it's just you and me, asking you receive. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that we need. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that I need. All I need is, 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 all I need is. I wasn't looking for love, I thought that I gave up, but then you came out of the blue. It doesn't happen often, you catch the vibe of trusting. I'm putting all my trust in you. And I know there's still things to learn, places to explore, never been more sure. And I know there's still things to see, it's just you and me, asking you receive. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that we need. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that I need. All I need is, 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 all I need is. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that we need. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that we need. Love upon you, love upon me, love surrounds us, it's all that I need.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at betsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Yes, that's from, of course, Purple Rain. Prince wrote this song, and after he passed, a nice little anthology came out called The Originals, because Prince actually wrote that song. And you hear Prince's version of the song, and it's just about exactly the way the time did it.
That's the way he wanted it?
Including the ad-libs and the jungle music. So Prince certainly conveyed to the time what he wanted. And you know what? How about this for an idea? Is this $1 million idea or what? Purple Rain, the Broadway musical.
Why was that never done?
Why not? That would be great.
All that great music, all those #1 hits that came out of that?
And so you had all
or at least top 40 hits.
Yeah, you had all the Prince songs. You had the Time songs. You had the Apollonia 6 song there. I think it would work.
Sheila
I really
E.
do. Yep, I think it would. I think it would work. But you know, and I'm jokingly saying this, and I'm half joking, But why didn't Morris Day get a nomination for
Best supporting.
Best Supporting Actor?
He was a great heel.
He was great in that movie.
He was a great heel in that movie.
I'd like to see more of Morris Day. I understand that their follow-up, Under the Cherry Moon, wasn't so great, but I would like to see more of Morris Day have appeared in stuff.
He's a little old now.
What are you typing about? You typing about Morris Day's...
No, I'm putting in the next songs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
I'm multitasking.
Cool. All right. I know sometimes you're doing some things.
Yeah.
I don't always know what you're doing behind the scenes. But, after 7 full... Season 8, huh? Let's hear it for season number 8. It's pretty cool. Sopranos only had 6 seasons. I'm not saying that this is better than The Sopranos. I'm just saying that, we've had more seasons than The Sopranos. I'm just pointing that out. The time, which I really wish there was when I was younger, I was 14 when Purple Rain came out. So of course I bought Purple Rain.
Yep.
But my money at 14 was very limited in buying albums. I kind of wanted a Purple Rain soundtrack. I didn't want to go out and buy Ice Cream Castles, which was the Time album that their 2 songs in the movie was on. So I wanted a complete soundtrack. I wanted, Jungle Love and, and all the songs on the
Sure,
on one album.
yeah.
I didn't want to go out and buy. In fact, I never did buy Ice Cream Castles. I didn't have enough money when I was 14. I bought Purple Rain, as everybody did back in the 80s. I mean, who didn't have that album?
Yep.
You're listening to That'll Learn Ya. It's about 8:36. I believe that time is correct over there. I got 3 different numbers. All right, so we've got this clock in here that shows time.
That's synced to the national time clock.
From different cities. Now, I get Washington, D.C. I understand that. I get Chicago. I get Denver. Denver is technically
Mountain time zone.
I think Denver is actually the backup capital of the country, I believe it or not. Right? If Washington, D.C. got wiped out, they've got so many underground bunkers that the plan is to run the country out of Denver.
In Colorado.
I believe Denver is officially the backup capital of the country. So
Okay.
I understand that. I don't understand the Pacific time. It's Seattle.
I wanted one in each time zone.
All right, but why? Oh, so you picked these?
Yeah.
So why'd you pick Seattle over L.A. or
Pacific
San
time.
Francisco?
Because I think that was the easiest one to find.
Okay. All right. So
in the Pacific time zone.
That explains it then. Because I was wondering, I'm like, how does Seattle rate to be the representative here of the Pacific? Okay. So now I know you picked it just because
I wanted one in each time zone.
Okay. Good. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been wondering that for many months. I have not verbalized it. So
Well, let's see. You ask questions, you get answers sometimes.
Sometimes. All right. So
I can't give you the answer to the question, what is life? Things like that.
here is why does bad things happen to good people? So here's a movie that did get converted to a Broadway show.
Did it really?
And yeah, in fact, my wife choreographed a local version over in Munson, and she did a.
How'd they do the robot?
How'd they do the robot?
Yeah, wasn't this from the movie
Footloose?
Yeah, but wasn't this also in another movie?
Well, that's not the movie that made the Broadway
all
Footloose.
right.
The song is from the movie Footloose. I remember when my wife.
I'm thinking Johnny. Who's Johnny? Isn't that the other movie it was in? Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, but it was for Footloose.
Yeah.
They did not make a Broadway.
You know what movie I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's what, Short Circuit? Is that what it was?
Yeah, Short Circuit,
There's
that's
no
it.
Broadway version of Short Circuit.
That's why I was like,
All right,
huh?
So you invest in Short Circuit.
See,
the
but
musical.
this isn't a song I associate with Footloose.
Why not? That was the song that it came from. I mean,
I understand that, but that's not a song that endears in my memory
okay.
that attaches to that song. So not
All
the
right.
movie that attaches to that song.
I was wrong. I remember when the Footloose soundtrack came, because I believe it was going against the Urban Cowboy soundtrack for most songs at the top 40, because they had Footloose, they had Holding Out for Hero, Let's Hear It for the Boy, I'm Free, Kenny Loggins' other song.
Again, those are all songs.
Dancing in the Sheets,
Yep.
Shalimar. And when Somebody's Eyes by Carla Bonoff was released, I thought that this was going to break the record, and it did not hit the top 40. Sometimes I was wrong back then. I thought You Take Me Up by the Thompson Twins was going to be a huge hit. And no, it certainly was not. But sometimes I was wrong. But Anyway, so this song, particularly Jim Steinman. So the guy who wrote Footloose and everything, he wrote all the music or he wrote like a lot of the lyrics, and he brought other musicians in too, because he wanted each song to sound a little bit different. So he kind of co-wrote all the hits with different people. And this song he co-wrote with Jim Steinman, the guy behind all Meatloaf's hits and everything. Mm-hmm. And so they brought some girl just to try the song out. And Jim Steinman was feeling so passionate about the song that he wrote, he actually bled for the song. Literally, he was banging on the piano so hard his fingers bled. The first time that they were playing this for the producers to get an idea of what the soundtrack was going to sound like for the movie. So, calm down, Jim.
Well, it's that kind of a song.
It's important. It's important to bleed for your work, I guess, but I think that's more figuratively. I don't think you're supposed to literally bleed for your work. But in the end game,
some people are more dedicated than others.
And who better to pick it up than the girl who sang the big hit for Jim Steinman's song, "Total Eclipse of the Heart." Here's Bonnie Tyler, "Holding Out from Hero" from the Footloose soundtrack. So as I was saying, when my wife, I want to finish the story about my wife when she choreographed. When she told me she was choreographing for this month, and of course I was going to go see it. But in my mind, I didn't say anything because she said it was basically, oh, it's like high school students and everything. I had kind of low expectations, which is wrong. That is wrong. But in my mind, I was thinking, how good can these kids be? And the show was fantastic. She did an amazing job choreographing it, and when I met some of them afterwards, they all said the same thing. They're like, I can't really dance, and your wife really
made it work.
Yeah, made it work, and she worked with us, and so yeah, they did a great job. Yeah, it's a little love fest for my wife today, Karen from West Side Dance Center. They do a great job.
Yeah,
she's not choreographing as many shows I think as she wants to anymore because there's a lot going on right now. So Anyway, from the Footloose movie and the musical, here's "Holding Out for Hero," 89.5 WSKB.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you know. Like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Wait a minute. Shake your arm. Then use your palm. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. You got to have the feeling. Sure as you're born. Get it together. Right on, right on. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Ha! Get up, get on up. 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 You said you got, you said the feeling. You got to get that. You give me fever and a cold sweat. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine. Don't worry about his. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Bobby, should I take him to the bridge? Go ahead. Take him on to the bridge. Take him to the bridge. Can I take him to the bridge? Take him to the bridge. Hit me now. Come on now. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine. Dig it. He's got his. Stay on the scene. Like a loving machine. Stay on the scene. Like a loving machine. Stay on the scene. I want to count it off one more time here. Go ahead. You want to hit it like it did on the top, fellas? Hit it like it did on the top. Hit it now. Get on up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a loving machine. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up. Like a sex machine, get on up. You got to have the feeling, get on up. Sure as you're born, get on up. Get it together, right on, right on. 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 Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. And then shake your money maker. 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 Shake your money maker.
Nice. Ow. Hey, yeah, we got a lot of dancing tunes today here. It's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
you're upbeat.
A day after my wife's dance recital. I would like to, blame that, but actually put this show together a couple of days before, so I can't actually say it. It's
You were in a good mood then.
It's a coincidence. Now, James Brown, we talked about the trouble earlier that Jerry Lee Lewis had with his song with radio stations. Now you had, Sex Machine in the title of the song. But James Brown wasn't worried at all. He was so confident. He goes, my audience can handle that, and radio stations have always treated me well. I don't think they're going to shun the song. And they didn't. It became a hit. So he was confident enough. He wasn't worried about it one bit. And fun song.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a birthday.
We do.
Peter Cetera. It's his birthday today.
Really?
Yes. Don't ask me how old he is. You'll probably look that up before I can even speculate.
No idea.
Yeah, he's older than I am. I know that. So we figured we'd do a Chicago song. So the video for this song, it was kind of like sort of a Casablanca-ish video. It was done in black and white. And the director who did the video, he's like, what? I've worked with a lot of bands, and most of them, they're stubborn or they resist things or they don't want to work hard. He goes, but the guys in Chicago, they were really easy to work with. He goes, we're very lucky, and this it was worked out great, and everyone had a lot of fun doing it. And, we didn't have a big budget for it, and it worked. And, Peter Cetera's like, when he heard about the concept, he said, it sounds like fun, and hopefully it comes out right, and it did. It wasn't one of their biggest hits, but it's an underrated song by the band Chicago. So happy birthday, Peter Cetera. Here's Along Comes a Woman, 89.5 WSKB.
There is a time when a man needs somebody to talk to. Someone to talk to, somebody
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtsBeat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Each morning I get out my diet, can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what you doing to me here? I have spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? I work every day of my life. I work till I ache my bones. At the end of the day, I take home my holiday. Oh, tired out. My knees right away till the tears run down from my eyes. Oh, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? He works every day. I tried, but everybody wants to put me down. They say I'm gone crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. I ain't got no common sense. I got nobody left to leave. Somebody, anybody find me somebody to love? Anybody find me someone to love? I got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat. I'm alright. He's alright. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. Someday I'm gonna be free. Somebody to love, find me 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 somebody to love, somebody, 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 somebody,
probably my favorite Queen song. And do you know who else is? It's probably their favorite Queen song.
What?
By a lot of people's testimony, it was Freddie Mercury's favorite song.
Yeah, no, that kind of, if you watch the movie, that kind of summed up a lot of the struggles that he was having.
Sure, and I mean, everyone points to Bohemian Rhapsody, this big theatrical thing, but I mean, that had just as much theatrics as Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, and it also really was personal to him.
Yep, absolutely. So I believe it. I believe that was his favorite Queen song.
Yeah,
and basically, Brian May said that basically the whole idea of the gospel chorus on this song was inspired by Aretha Franklin.
Really?
He's like, yep, they wanted to do sort of like a little thing for Aretha Franklin type thing, and boy, oh boy, I mean we saw in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody like what a pain in the neck it is to record all the vocal tracks, but and they did that. It sounds like there's a whole chorus in there, and it's just it's just the four of them.
Yep. By the way, you got a big show following you today.
I really.
Westfield Middle School is going to do their kickoff show.
Oh, very nice.
From the studio. So the principal's coming over here, and we're going to do some of the staff on Zoom, and
Cool.
it should be fun.
So I'm the opening act to a
year kickoff.
How about that? And I was doing the math in my head, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say this. I don't think this is season 8.
I think it's season 7.
Yeah, it's season 7.
Yeah.
I was just doing math. I'm like, wait a minute, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's season 7. Were you going to tell me?
Eventually, yes. I didn't want to embarrass you on the air.
Yeah, I think this is season 7.
But if you're going to talk about it, I'm going to,
Which is still pretty darn good.
It's impressive, man.
Yes, season number 7. So we made it to season number 7. So that is good. I think the average show lasted 7 seasons. So I'm matching my my big talk show in Springfield.
I think if you make it through this one, you'll be surpassing that.
I will, which I think so, right? Because
I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
The person who who hired me is no longer working for the company, so I don't
Right.
know who has the power to fire me now.
That'd be me.
That'd be you.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's.
I don't have any plan on doing that.
Okay, well, good.
I think your program is worthwhile.
May I say how well you look nice?
Yeah, it's very
You
nice.
look-
Suck
you
up a
look
little
very
bit. Sure.
Somebody who gets a bad rap, and maybe deservingly so,
Okay.
is Yoko Ono.
Yep.
But she was very protective of John Lennon's legacy after he passed, and this is one of the very few projects that she authorized on his behalf. John had recorded the song earlier, and they basically, they came in and recorded their parts and finished the song and released it with Yoko's, not only her blessing, but obviously her permission. She had to give the permission to it. So she gets a bad rap, and as I say, sometimes deservingly so, but
On this one, she's okay.
Yeah, we owe her a great deal of thanks for releasing it. And the funny thing is, the Beatles, when they were together and everything, they only got 4 Grammy Awards, but they got 3 more just for this one alone. They got it for Best Music Video, Best Duo Group with Vocal, and the whole video. They got. I guess they give Grammys for videos too. I didn't know they did that. I haven't watched the Grammys in a long time, but
yeah, I don't know.
How could you? I mean, you kind of. I'm not saying the song didn't deserve it, because I think it certainly did, but how do you not give the Beatles the Grammy for this? They came back together. The song goes number 1. They come back together after all these years.
Sure.
You had to kind of give them the Grammy, no
Yeah.
matter what. But here is Free as a Bird. 89
Community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Pink Floyd, From the Wall, 1980. Now they wanted to get a group of kids to sing the chorus, and so they picked a school that was close by, and they rounded up. They got to like 23 kids or so. Ages 13 to 15, they did the chorus, and they overdubbed it to make it sound like there was a lot more of them. The problem was after the song was released, the story kind of came out that, and people had a problem with this. They found that the kids were not paid for their work. So, which wasn't part of the agreement. So eventually, the band they made a donation to the school, and the school received a platinum record for their contribution. So that school's got the record there. And of course, the teachers in the school weren't too happy to find out that the song was basically an anti-education song. But the band has stressed, they are not anti-education, but this was part of the story that this kid. Went to a school where the teachers were kind of, had a little too much power, and so part of the story of the Wall.
Okay.
Which is of course I don't do drugs, so I don't get the same experience when I watch the Wall as a lot of the Pink Floyd fans do. It's. Did you ever see this movie? It's a famous British film, and I watched it, and the only thing I determined was that you had to be on drugs to get this. It's called The White Bus.
No.
Oh my God! Just if you can find the movie, not from the beginning, but just randomly pick 10 minutes in any middle of that film, and it's about this woman who gets on a bus for like no reason. She just, all right, I'll go on the bus, see where it goes, and drives around, and and it's in black and white, and it's just, and I really think, and it's a famous British film. I really think you need to be high or something to enjoy this film. I watched the whole thing because I was like, all right, show me something. Like at the end there's got to be an amazing twist ending or something. This film is so famous. And I'm like going, what is this?
Okay.
So, The White Bus. Don't ever watch the whole thing. Just because I say, pick 10 random minutes in the middle of it, and Of course, I wasn't the coolest kid when I was 10. All the kids are singing, we don't need no education. And I'm like, that's a double negative. So see, I was a little.
I guess so.
Different as a 10-year-old. As I said, this was a song that did appear in my wife's dance recital yesterday, and it stuck in my head, so I added it to the show. I think overall, my wife and I are pretty decent parents, but yesterday, I think we get a failing grade.
Why is that?
Well, I worked, of course, as I said, I worked Saturday night.
Sure, yeah.
And so, I helped out at the dance recital, and I came home. I watched the Patriots game. So now I've been up close to 24 hours.
Yep.
All right, it's time for Dada to go to bed. Now, my wife had a problem, too. She had a couple of things that went wrong the night before the rehearsal, so she only got like 2 hours sleep.
Yep.
So she was exhausted. So she actually conked out before I did. So then I was going to bed, and my daughter was like, she's like, well, who's going to feed me supper? And I said, not most kids would be thrilled for this. I'm like, the wife grabbed.
I can make the PB&J mess.
Well, the wife grabbed a pizza, on the way home, so we can eat a little bit something.
Yep.
And because our daughter Serenity went out with other fans from the another dance family. They went out and they hung out. So that was technically her lunch. She had lunch with them. So she was concerned about her impending. It's 6:30 and both parents are. One's already asleep and one's going to sleep. And she's like, pretty soon around 7 o'clock or so, 8 o'clock, I'm going to eat some supper. Now, any other kid, you'd say, hey, well, there's pizza in the fridge, eat pizza for supper. Any other kid would be thrilled. She doesn't like things that normal kids. She doesn't like ice cream. She doesn't like pizza. It's a weird thing that she's got going on. It's going to change when she goes to college. I was a picky eater, too. Not to that extent. But, when you went to college and you almost starved to death and you learned to eat anything.
Yeah, sure.
See, it was different here. Back in our day, the cafeteria closed at 7. But if you're up to 1 o'clock, you're still trying to find scrounge for food, around 10, 11 o'clock at night and something. And sometimes you got limited money. Like, I didn't like tuna fish. But, someone's like, I got some tuna fish. And you'd eat it because, So
you were hungry.
I learned to eat a lot more things. So, I said, well, I said, you're going to have to, take one for the team here a little bit. And you're going to have pizza for supper, poor kid. And, but, yeah, she didn't do that. She called her grandma. Grandma came over and Grandma brought her food.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm like going, I said, you could have eaten the pizza. I mean, it's not, I mean, we're not the worst parents in the world that we left you nothing. We did leave you
right.
Pizza, but
it's not like the fridge was empty.
Her reason for not liking pizza, she claims her school, like every Friday, as a kid, you loved it. Like every Friday, normal kids are like, cool, it's pizza day. But I guess she burnt out on pizza. Just meaning once a week.
She lives a fairy tale existence.
I guess so. So Grandma came over and saved her. So anyway.
Hey, you got a big finish.
So this song appeared in my wife's show, and Barry Manilow, he got his start basically writing commercials. You knew that, right?
Yeah, he was a jingle writer.
Yeah, he was a jingle writer. He wrote some of the most famous ones: Band-Aid, I Am Stuck on Band-Aid, Dr. Pepper, of course. Yeah, I'm a pepper, he's a pepper. McDonald's, You Deserve a Break Today.
Yep.
And one that has stood the test of time. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did he really write that one?
He wrote that one a long time ago, and
wow.
they've used it for like 20 years or so.
Sure, yeah.
So, so he was showing off his musical chops back then. Here's the guy who should write a Broadway musical. That's what I always...
It'd be an interesting one on his life if they did one.
For sure, absolutely. And in fact...
a bio-musical?
He wasn't afraid to come out for the normal reasons. He said he had so many female fans, and female fans they're crazy. They fantasize about ripping your clothes off and taking you home.
Sure.
Which is of course why I wanted to become a singer. But so he was afraid he was going to lose a large part of his audience. But as he found out that it didn't matter.
They were still good.
The girls still were.
Yeah.
They were throwing themselves at him. But here's a song that appeared in my.
He was bisexual. Woohoo!
Which I'm I'm sure at some point. I don't know. Here's a song that appeared in the wife's dance we saw yesterday. Jump Shout Boogie, 89.5 WSKB.
In 1944, when every mother's son was going off to war, they had to lift their spirits high. For Uncle Sam, motherhood and apple pie, instead of spending money that they didn't have in hot spots in the Bronx, they went to hear the kind of jazz you hear in funky honky tonks. It made you wanna jump, shout, knock yourself out. Boogie woogie beat is what I'm talking about. You had the dance away to the boogie woogie music, the piano
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, now, what is this? Now, baby, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. Ow! All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Let me tell you now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord above. Now you're trying to trick me in love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Yeah, it's all right now.
Yeah. Now, when I was about 16 years old, I actually picked up a greatest hits album by the band Bad Company called 10 from 6, which was a clever title. It was 10 songs from 6 albums. And I was very disappointed to find out that All Right Now was not on that tape. And I learned a hard lesson that because that was not a Bad Company song. It was the band Free. Now, you can understand my mistake. It was, the same lead singer, the same drummer. They left Free and they went to Bad Company. It sounded like a Bad Company song to me. So I was very upset that song wasn't. I mean, it's still a heck of a compilation, 10 from 6. So the band Free, even though that song definitely sounded Bad Company-ish, their other material before that was very laid back. And they said they were doing concerts and stuff, and they had very mellow songs. And they said it was a little bit of a awakening. Of course, they weren't big concerts, but when they walked off stage, Simon Kirk, the drummer, said, I wasn't even out of my seat, and the applause had already died down. He's like, the soft, mellow stuff that we were doing, bluesy, was fine for the college audience, just sitting, nodding their heads and everything. But when it came time to, perform bigger places, it wasn't working. And they said, what are we going to do? And the bass player, Andy Frazier, says, well, we need a song that, we can end with a bit of oomph. And he started grabbing his bass, playing the song, writing down some lyrics. And according to legend and according to Simon Kirk, in 10 minutes, Andy Frazier had put that song together. And obviously they tweaked it and everything, but they said, okay, here's our rocking song. And it worked a little too well, too, because, the lead singer and the drummer left for another band.
Yeah.
But, and that was the last we ever heard of Free. So, but they got their wish. They got a song that they could actually close their concerts out to.
Sure.
And again, not Bad Company, which I learned when I was 16 years old.
All right, on your next song.
Okay.
I know you don't like live versions.
Uh-huh.
But this was from the same tour that you went to see in 2018.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
from
you know
Philly.
What? I am very...
And it was somebody in the front row with a really good quality phone.
Okay, so you've heard this already?
I haven't heard it. I've seen it.
Okay. All right. So, okay.
Do you want to take a chance?
Yeah. All right. I'll take a chance.
Okay.
But I mean, if the sound quality is really, really bad,
I'll have the other one ready to go.
There you go. Cool. You know what? It's funny. I was really, really proud of myself because there's a lot of things, and maybe there's lots of things that you can be proud of, but you can be proud of small things too. There's so many times that you say to yourself, boy, I'd like to do that. And then you don't do it.
Right.
I had heard that ELO was coming, and the closest they were coming here was New Jersey. And I said, I would like to go see that. And I didn't let up. That, I stuck.
I'm going to go see that.
I went to go see it. I got the ticket, and I went by myself, and I went to Atlantic City afterwards. But I was proud to do that because there's so many times I'm like, I'd like to do that, and then he just falls by the wayside. But I'm like, I really want to see them. I mean, I don't know. Am I ever going to get the chance to see ELO again? So, yeah, I'm glad I did that. Now, this song, it was speculated, it's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. There was a popular rumor going around that the song was about abortion. And Jeff Lynne, it's like, well, whoever wants to use the song for whatever, I don't particularly care. But the song's actually about lost love, losing love.
Okay.
Because love's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose.
Right, okay, that makes
sense. Then he kept
yeah.
talking, okay? And then we found out something really interesting about the song. This wasn't in the concert. This was like an interview, that the inspiration to Terrible Thing to Lose was food poisoning. He had some really bad paella, and losing his lunch he thought was a terrible thing to lose.
Yep.
And that was the initial inspiration for this song, was being food poisoning and throwing up your lunch, and then eventually morphed into losing love. But hey, whatever needs to get the train rolling, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here is Living Thing, a live version from the tour that I saw.
Yeah, from Philly.
Philly. I saw him in Newark.
Yep.
And but this isn't in Philip. Okay, well we'll
give it a go.
Give it a go. Here's ELO, 89.5 WSKB.
Sailing away on the crest what you can see from your worst day. I'm taking a dive. I'm moving in line, then you look back in time to the first day. I'm taking, and you into sweet desire. Don't you do it, don't you do it. Oh, higher and higher, baby. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing. What a terrible thing to lose. I'm taking a dive on the slide. Hey, hey. Taking a dive 'cause you can't help the slide floating downstream. I'm taking a dive. Oh, so let it go. Don't start spoiling the show. It's a bad dream. I'm taking, and you into sweet desire. Don't you do it, don't you do it. Oh, higher and higher, baby. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing. What a terrible thing to lose. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing. What a terrible thing to lose.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
One of our underwriters here at WSKB's Community Radio is Carson Center for Health and Human Services, a nonprofit organization located at 20 Broad Street in Westfield. They provided behavioral health and rehabilitation services in communities throughout Western Massachusetts since 1963. There are services for children, adolescents, adults, families, and couples. You can find them on the web at carsoncenter.org or at 413-572-4132.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
My friends all tell me go to him, run to him, say sweet lovely things to him and tell him he's the one. Deep in my heart, I know it, but it's so hard to show it 'cause it's easier said than done. My buddies tell me fly to him, sigh to him, tell him I would die for him and tell him he's the one. Although he gives me a feeling that sets my heart a-reeling, yet it's easier said than done. Well, I know that I love him so, but I'm afraid that he'll never know, because I get so timid and shy each time that I look him in the eye. They all tell me sing to him, swing with him, and just do anything for him. Tell him he's the one. tell me, sing to him, swing with him, and just do anything for him, and tell him he's the one. I've got a love so true, and yet I'm sad and blue, 'cause it's easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Oh, there you go. I'm on the air now. Okay. That's the Essex. It was basically 5 Marines. They always wanted to start like a band, and it was like a USO show came, and they saw this girl singing, and they're like, well, we should make her our lead singer, and they did. And so they went in the studio, and they figured their hit song was going to be, Are You Going My Way, because they spent all day recording that.
Yeah.
And then when it came time for the B-side, they basically just did that in 2 takes. And that song, the B-side that they spent 5 minutes on, was the hit. Easier said than done. Funny how it works out.
Yeah.
So the inspiration to this next song, basically, it was based on a real person. Sarah Allen, somebody who was writing songs with Hall & Oates, she was dating this guy who was basically, she'd hear the stories of this person who basically, he was he spoiled heir to a fast food fortune, and no matter what he did, he figured that he could always get out of it, and so they wrote a song called "Rich Boy" But then once they realized that it was going to be a real song that Daryl was going to have to sing himself, he changed it to "Rich Girl." Because it would have sounded kind of weird if Daryl was singing about a rich guy.
Sure,
and
yeah.
It was their first #1, so it worked out pretty well for everyone involved, except for maybe, of course, the guy who inspired the story. Although it sounds like he had money and he could get away with whatever he wanted to. So, so you got a song written about you that puts you in a negative light. Big deal.
Exactly.
Here's "Rich Girl," Hall & Oates, 89.5 WSKB.
You're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, but it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. And don't you know that it's wrong? Take what is given you, so far gone on your own. You can get along if you try to be strong, but you'll never be strong. 'Cause you're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. High and dry, out of the rain. It's so easy to hurt others when you can't feel pain. And don't you know that a love can't grow? 'Cause it's too much to give, 'cause you'd rather live for the thrill of it all. Oh, you're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. And you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, money won't get you too far. Say money, money won't get you too far. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. And you say you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich girl, a rich girl. Oh, you're a rich, rich girl, yeah. Say money, money won't get you too far.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, Ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Of course, Dean Martin originally recorded that Nelson Riddle arrangement for the album This Time I'm Swinging, but it didn't make the cut. So it was included in the movie Ocean's 11, and was a nice addition to the movie's Ocean 11. And what was kind of cool was when Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin read the script to Ocean's 11, they said, so are you guys interested in doing the movie? And they go, the movie? The heck, we want to do the job. This seems like this is actually doable. We want to commit the actual robbery.
That's funny.
Love that song. That's the show. First show of season 7. I've been corrected, which is cool. It's still cool. When I submitted the sitcom to NBC, Beg to Differ, I told them right out. I said 5 seasons. I don't care how much you beg. It's only going to be on for 5 seasons. That's all.
Why is that?
Because shows tend to go downhill. Sitcoms, you know, they stick around too long. I said I had 5 years of stories in my head, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I was very strict about that, Peter. I don't care what they said to me.
Okay.
Anyway.
You would have done it had they said,
I don't know. I think 5 years, sitcoms go downhill. But anyway, that's the show. I hope you can join us next week, too, on whatever channel you're watching in Westfield or Agawam or Southwick, or listening WSKB.org or the old-fashioned way on the radio. Thank you for all these years of being there. That's my pal and producer, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
I'm Michael Buster McMahon. Drink your milk, look both ways before crossing the street, and never, ever give up your dreams. We always like to end with something kind of fun, and this song's kind of fun. When the Falkland War was going on, a Argentine missile hit a British ship, and as the people were waiting to be rescued, they actually sang this Monty Python song from the Life of Brian
Did they really?
movie. It's a very optimistic song. What's great about it, if you haven't seen the movie, Idol's there is he's being crucified, and he's singing "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life," even though it's a great little song. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Here's "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" from Life of Brian. We'll see you next week.
Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. Hey, always look on the bright side of life. Come on. Always look on the bright side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your scene, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Come on, Brian, cheer up. Always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Worst things happen at sea, you know. Always look on the right side. What you got to lose? You know, you come from nothing, you're going back to nothing. What you lost? Nothing. Look on the right side of life. Nothing will come from nothing, you know what I say? Cheer up, you old bugger. Come on, give us a quiz. There you are. See? It's the end of the film. Incidentally, this record's available in the foyer. Someone's got to live as well, you know. Alright, it's a lot. Let's get this place up there. Change this mantle within 3 weeks. What do you think pays for all this rubbish? Never make the money back, you know. I told him. I said to Bernie, I said, they'll never make that money back.